Good morning, it's Wednesday morning, and yesterday was just a crazy, well actually both Monday and yesterday were both very crazy days, so I didn't do a whole lot of vlogging, but today I should be home for a good chunk of the day. Last night I was on call and nothing too exciting happened until after I left, and then they had a whole bunch of calls. So I was actually awake. I didn't go on them, but I was awake because the pager was next to me and it was a new girl, and I was just listening in because if they had a really bad call I was going to get up and go, but because I heard all those calls I didn't sleep that great, so we're just kind of on a off start this morning. But I just finished reading to Peter. I got our video up. My train of thought got interrupted by the telephone, and that's typical. I try to talk to you guys in the phone, or a child always gets in the middle of this. So anyways, I need to do some cleaning in this house. That is serious. Maybe I'll get Charity to help me. She's over there eating some popcorn. We're having a little snack. Actually, you guys asked me about snacks. What do we do for snacks for kids? And well, our choice is usually just popcorn, raisins, pecans, or sometimes cheese. Peanuts. And peanuts, shelled peanuts. I let the kids work on taking the shells off, and that is actually really good busy work for the littler kids because they can't just like pop a whole handful. They have to eat one at a time. Look at this. These boards are all done. So this is the first set of kitchen cabinets. Well, it's not all the cabinet. I still have a lot more of these boards to do. But these I was able to finish up. I worked on that yesterday, putting on the last couple coats of polyacrylic and getting them ready to go. I think there's about 14 or 15 more boards to do on this cabinet, and then we need to start working on the one that Art is building now, and he did really well last night. I think he's down to 6 joints he has to make, and then that is ready to get stained, and we're at the I think today's the 22nd, so he's got 9 more days. We might just make it if he keeps hustling like a crazy man.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Mary. Hi. What are you doing?
Hey, woke up. Hi. Dum upstairs. Upstairs.
We put the two dum-dums upstairs.
Me one dum-dum.
Goodbye. Boop.
Hey, Mom.
You know, I don't think I told you guys this. I've been planning for the last week to have a party at my house. Now, it's actually partly my mom's idea. She wanted to do, we found out about, well, let's go back here. My mom really likes genealogy, a lot of genealogy, and she's done a lot of history on her side of the family and her parents, or on her parents' side and the cousins. And my grandmother was, I think it's one of 18 children. Now it was a mixed family. The husband's first wife died, and so they had kids, but it was still a very large amount of kids. And my mom has been able to track down most of the cousins, and we found out a couple weeks ago about a cousin that we never knew about that lived actually pretty close to us, and she does 31 bags. And I don't know if you're familiar with 31 bags, but they're really, really nice bags. A little on, I don't know if they're more expensive than normal. I mean, when you buy at bag sales or garage sales or thrift shops, they're far more expensive than that. But their quality is really nice, and my mom actually got me a bag for Christmas a couple years ago. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. All of that being said, we connected with this lady, and my mom really wanted to have a cousins/31 get-together party. My mom didn't have the space or the room or the energy to have a big party because there's so many kids on the extended side of the relatives. There's so many cousins that this could be really a quite large get-together, and my mom didn't want it at my house, and I said, oh sure, why not? I am such a glutton for punishment. Let's have a party, and let's not just have a little party, let's have a big party at my house. So we are having a 31 party for friends, for family, for cousins, you name it, you are invited to this party. And It's kind of crazy because, you know, only I will do things as crazy as this. So I'm in the process of trying to start picking up the house. The party is April 15th. My birthday is a week later, so this is sort of like my own personal birthday present to myself. I absolutely love bags. There's nothing better than a new handbag. It excites me from my head to my toes. So this is really exciting. You know, first of all, I'm gonna meet a ton of people that I've never met, but I'm also might be able to get a new bag for myself. What's that, kiddo?
Mama,
Oh, look at that.
playful.
Okay, and you can see my room's a mess because I've got all this wood in here that needs to be done. It's almost criminal having all this wood in my bedroom, where my bedroom should be my sanctuary. But I'm going to work on this today, try to get it done. Anyways, all that being said, I'm sure when Art's editing this, he's going to say, "You blabbed for a long time." Yes, I did. But I had to tell you guys that whole history. I haven't done one of these type of parties, and when I first got married, I think even before I was pregnant with Charity, I did one party, and it was for Princess House. I had a blast doing it, and then I've just never done one since. So I'm excited about doing this. You know, we're gonna have a lot of fun getting to know people I've never met before. It's just gonna be a blast. And if you guys want to check out the 31 product catalog, I will go ahead and put a link to my hostess site in the description below. Daddy's been cooking again. This is our lunch. Just a little burnt, but we're not going to
They're
complain.
not all burned, just a few of them.
Oh, well, they don't look like overly burnt. They look crispy,
Yes.
yummy good.
Yes, a little crispy.
And this little girl got a head start. She's enjoying her food. Our peppers seem to be doing fairly well, at least the seeds that we bought last year, but the seeds that were 2, 3, 4, up to 5 years old are not sprouting yet, so I don't have very high hopes that we're gonna get anything. Phew! No pepper farmers in my future. But let me show you what they look like. Our total count for the moment is 22 little seedlings, and they all seem to be this one side right here. The middle ones didn't seem to get as wet enough, so I think they're just a little on the late side. These held the water in more, so they sprouted faster. But so far, so good. We have a majority of jalapenos, and then only a few Italian sweet peppers. No bell peppers yet. I'm on my way to CVS and to the post office. I need to pick up some vitamin D. I picked up the D3 that I needed from CVS. And I never knew that I was deficient in vitamin D3 or in vitamin D until I was pregnant with Lydia. So that was in 2011, and I was so sick, and I felt like I had no energy. And so my midwife, you know, did a full panel blood work on me, and my numbers were so low. She goes, "No wonder why you feel this bad." It was one of the lowest numbers she had ever seen. So ever since, I've been taking D3, and periodically I have to have my numbers checked to make sure that it's not getting too high. But even with me on the dose that I'm on with the D3, I am barely in the acceptable range. And that's with me going outside. I don't use a lot of sunscreen, so it's not like I'm blocking the vitamin D rays. It's just I'm not getting enough. So if you guys, any of you guys ever have had like this lack of energy and you live in this northern area, you might want to check your or have your doctor check your vitamin D, or at least discuss it with him, because you might be deficient. They say most Americans are deficient in D, and it's really not hard to fix, and you feel so much better. And since I've been doing that, along with a couple other things, I have not been sick nearly as much.
Janelle is making an industrial size pot of, what is it?
Baked ziti.
Baked ziti.
Hopefully it tastes good.
Yeah, and what are you going to do with it all?
I'm gonna freeze. Well, this is our dinner tonight. And then I made big batch, so I'm gonna freeze at least one meal. Maybe this is enough for two. We'll just kind of see how it plays out. But, yep.
Looks like about 4 meals to me.
It just depends, you know. The freezer bags, I usually do gallon freezer bags, and that's enough for 2 meals if I do something on the side with it.
There's our baked ziti for the future. And there's our baked ziti for tonight.
Yum.
We also have some leftover meat, which will probably go into pizzas or something.
The sink is cleaned and it's super shiny. Mommy took the time to actually clean it today, and the counters are all clean. Woohoo!
Sparkling. Can I turn on the water?
Nope. All clean for the night. Can't use the water till tomorrow now. And I actually used this rag. These are I had gotten for a product demo. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll put the link for it either up here or in the description below. But they do seem to work pretty well. As you saw, the sink looks really nice. Makes me feel good. It makes for a happy mommy. Hi. So Gracie's got her doctor's appointment tomorrow. We're gonna give Gracie a bath tonight and get her all nice and clean. Yeah, that's what she wants. Right? You and Mommy. I pretty much did all types of computer stuff for the evening, just getting caught up on my emails and then pitching emails. I don't know if you guys have this problem, but it seems like the emails, particularly on my iPad, just always pile up. I think I have something like 41,000 emails in there, and it doesn't matter how much I try to delete them, it seems like they always come back. So I worked on that for a little while. But if you guys have any tips or suggestions on how to fix that, let me know, because it's annoying, and I'm going to call it a night. It's a little earlier than normal, but that's because I've got Grace's doctor's appointment bright and early, 8 o'clock, the first appointment for the day, and I need to make sure that I get out of here on time. So we will see you for our next vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you later.